How many times have you been bothered by your company's approach to diversity, equity, and inclusion, or the complete lack thereof? How many times do you think to yourself, I want to say or do something, but I don't even know where to start? How quickly do you realize your good intentions won't prepare you to navigate the vast amount of change required to make DE&I a part of your company's DNA? I get it, and I've been there. Speaking up and taking action can be daunting and overwhelming and feel downright impossible. I know no strong, independent woman with a powerful voice is okay with that feeling of practical helplessness. You are not helpless. We are not helpless. In fact, we have tremendous power when we come together. I'd like you to recall that famous quote by Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. History is rich with stories of women and girls who come together to change the world, and I assure you, no superhuman powers were required. These pioneers are mothers, sisters, aunts, and everyday people who believe there is a better world and that we deserve a better world. We deserve a diverse, equitable, and inclusive world of work. In 1955, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat and triggered the Montgomery bus boycott, one of the largest and most successful mass movements against racial segregation in history, and launched Martin Luther King Jr., one of the organizers of the boycott, to the forefront of the civil rights movement. Lilly Ledbetter sued Goodyear in 1988 for paying her less than her male co-workers for years. Congress subsequently passed the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act in 2009, changing federal law to better protect women in the workplace. Last, but definitely not least, there is Malala Yousafzai. When the Taliban took control of her town in 2008, they prohibited girls from going to school. Malala publicly spoke out against it and was shot in the head for standing up for what she believed in. She found her voice and they silenced it, but she got it back and it was more powerful and inspiring than ever. She used that voice that would not be silenced to create the Malala Fund, a charity dedicated to ensuring every girl has the opportunity to go to school. At 17, she became the youngest person ever to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. Too many people see gaps in diversity, equity, and inclusion in their organizations that employ them. They do nothing. They aren't paralyzed because they don't want change. They are paralyzed by the fear that they lack the training, authority, and power required to make their leaders hear them. I know all too well what it's like to see bias and inequity and wish for the strength and resources to do something. Anything. I've spoken up only to be told to slow my roll or to stay in my lane. I've been told that my presence as a Black woman checks the company's diversity box. I don't even know where that ranks on the scale of helplessness. Even with all those obstacles, I never let my lack of title keep me from saying something, and neither should you. I believe, and I have seen committed women who, working together, can and will change the world. This fall, the National Association of Women Sales Professionals wants to educate, enable, and empower you to be the change you wish to see in our world. Our intention is to crush that sinking feeling of helplessness that comes every time you see blatant violations of the basic principles of DE&I. There's much more, though. We know that to truly find our power, we need to have the confidence, and that confidence is accelerated when we thrive in our careers. In our sales careers in particular, we will give you many ideas, skills, and techniques that will help you level up in your sales career. You'll have the opportunity to network with an elite group of women in sales in a positive environment that fosters knowledge, sharing, creativity, and collaboration. How amazing would it be if a small group of intelligent, energetic, and committed women worked together to help implement true change for the state of DE&I in their organizations? Is the world even ready, though? Well, ready or not, here we come. DE&I is no longer an option, it's an imperative. It's no longer enough to just think about it. We need to talk about it and be about it. As a successful woman in sales, you are uniquely positioned to be the change driver for DE&I in your organization. Join me and a small group of incredibly talented women at our 2021 inaugural Be the Change Retreat. We will prepare you to drive the positive change in DE&I required in your sales organization and even your organization as a whole. We will arm you with the powerful processes and tools to help you accelerate the journey to a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive sales organization. We will enable you to create that better world of work that we all know we deserve. In the famous words of Barack Obama, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change we seek. So ladies, let's rise up and take action as a group of thoughtful, committed women. Together, let's take action and be the change.